For keeping it here on Morning at NTV, Stephen in video, Purpose Way Chuga here with you, coming to you live from the CIA headquarters in Chibuli. We know that police goes by the motto, protect and serve. In unfortunate incidents, like the one we witnessed on Saturday night, police has to answer so many questions because they are supposed to protect and serve lives and property. I'm here with the spokesperson of the CID, the division of the police, Afande Charles Twin. Good morning to you, Afande.
Good morning, and it's my pleasure to welcome here at CID headquarters.
Thank you.
I hope after this interview we shall go and have a cup of tea.
Thank you, Afande.
We are a people's force.
Before even you enjoy the cup of coffee, there are some families who are not even able now to have a cup of coffee just because of what happened on Saturday. What do we know? What do you know as police for now?
Regrettable. It is sincerely regrettable that we are talking about something where life was lost. As Uganda police, every life that is lost matters to us, most especially when it is lost through criminality. It really matters a lot, and we want to join the family to share our condolences to the family of late Miri, who succumbed to terrible injuries as a result of the blast. And also we are praying for the colleagues who are still nursing severe wounds in the hospital. We hope they will recover. But as police, we want to undertake and pledge our commitment that we shall ensure that investigations are vigorously undertaken and the bad guy is brought to book.
Would you suggest that maybe for now you take responsibility as the police, which is supposed to protect and serve, or even protect life and property, that you slept on the job, didn't do due diligence, due intelligence, that maybe something amiss was about to happen?
I don't want it to be bad to us, and I don't want it to be bad to Ugandans. It's not a time for blame games. Life has been lost. People are nursing wounds. We have had the terrible bomb attacks before. We also had some people, losing lives through criminality. And at this time, it's not good to blame, because if you begin to blame, you blame everybody. The management of crime and fighting criminality in totality is the responsibility of everybody, much as the police is in the lead.
The reason as why that view is coming up is because you are supposed to, as the police, are supposed to enforce directives like the COVID-19 guidelines of making sure that people don't go to bars because they are supposed to be closed. People do respect curfew time, but when you see people gathering in a place like that, just across the road.
That's why I'm saying that we don't, at this particular moment, all our efforts are focused on investigating, pursuing the bad guys, and getting the evidence that we may use for prosecution. If you start blaming, another fundamental question would be, why do you go in the bar when you know there is curfew? Why do you open a bar, you the bar owner, when you know that bars are still under the ban? You see, that's why I don't want to blame at this particular moment. You are telling me that you had prior information that these bars were open all the time. Now you are the journalist, an investigative journalist for this matter. Where did you report? And what were the outcome of your report? So if we begin to blame each other at this particular time, it's not called for. Let us galvanize all the available efforts. Let us compare notes, come with whatever input you bring, and we'll give justice to the people who lost their lives and the people who got injuries. That is our position. The rest of other things, fine. There can be some complacence in our enforcement, but also immorality among the people who move police. But this is not the time for.
Okay, could you by now have understood the motive of this in the terrorism attack? Because yes, during the burial of Paul Okage, you arrested the suspected terrorist. Just 3 weeks ago, you shot as police, or security agencies shot dead Amidin Su, who was suspected to be also part of the security gang, the terrorism gang. Now, he was shot from almost the same vicinity, Karere and Komamboga, almost the same location. Could you know by now the motive and the people who are behind this?
Well, our approach to counter-terrorism has been robust and very resolute. We have, since time, especially after 2010 bomb attack, built competencies, both technical as well as intelligence. And I can tell you that as Uganda Police, in close working relationship with our sister agencies, we foiled a multiple of terror attacks, several of them, both international terrorism as well as homemade terrorism. And we are also going inevitably to know the exact motive. Of course, the motive generally is criminality, and the bigger part of the reasons why there is terrorism is to cause fear and panic, and of course undermine governance. What our technical experts have done at the scene of crime has duly been processed, though we have not released. Quite a number of items that are of evidential value have been collected by our bomb experts. They are now seriously analyzing in their laboratory to ascertain what kind of bomb, to ascertain how it is made. Then the intelligence is on the ground to look for those other bad guys and sort out the operations. And I can assure you that we have done it before. These bad guys are going to be arrested because we have some clues already. We have some clues, but for purposes of not jeopardizing operations and intelligence, we don't want to share it with the public. But count on us. We are going to break through like we have done it before.
What are some of the questions you as intelligence officers are looking at or are putting your minds at just for this attack? Looking at the location, looking at this number of victims, some of the questions that you could be looking at?
Well, some of the questions are exclusively ours for us to able to come out with a robust and prosecution kind of evidence, the evidence that can warrant prosecution. But by and large, we want to do it with the members of the public because the aspect of vigilance is very paramount. When you listen to, for example, what happened in KOMAMBOGA, this thing ought to have been averted. Somebody came, he was seen, he did whatever he did, but in one reason or another, somebody didn't pay it attention. So we are now on ensuring that we look for evidence, but also most importantly, to detect and curtail other pending arrests.
Maybe finally, before I let you do your business for the day, UK and France warned us, warned the police, warned the Ghanaians, or warned their community that yes, they should be on terror alert. They should be cautious when they are in Kampala, when they are in Uganda. Now the public has already seen this unfortunate incident. Would you say that yes, we are living dangerous times at the moment and everyone needs to be more vigilant?
My brother Mide, global phenomenon require global synergies. Terrorism is a global problem, and it's one of the vices that world powers have put synergies to fight, either by committing funds, either by joint training, either by joint kind of intelligence. But I mean, there must be a joint synergy to fight terrorism. And once terrorism has been detected by whatever global power, the communication must be effective, devoid of any ambiguity. If you communicate that yes, this is terror alert, and you don't communicate to the details on how if you've got intelligence on what you expect other powers to do, I mean, a terrorist will always strike. So we welcome their alert, but we hope maybe next time they will be better in communicating, so that we can also prepare to ensure that we foil some of these attacks.
Thank you.
And this is not a Uganda show. It's not the show of the late Mire. It's a Ugandan concern, it's a global concern, and we want you to join us to ensure that we make Uganda a crime-free society.
Thank you so much, Afande Charles Twine, for availing us your time and, of course, sharing these insights here at Morning at NTV. Stephen Mbito, Professor Chibuga.